how's it going? Today's video is going to be a review video on this new palette from Benefit. This is called their Cheekathon Kick Up Your Cheeks Blush Kit. And when I saw that this was released on the Sephora website last week, I was like, oh my god, I need that in my life. So I actually went out to my local Sephora and picked it up right away because I was just so excited about it. And the reason for that is because in this palette, you get 5 of Benefit's powder box blushes, but they put them into this palette, into this kind of like value kit. And I have been wanting to try out those powder blushes, those little like boxes they carry, for such a long time now. And I don't know why, I've just never really bit the bullet. The one product that I have tried out in here already is Hula. And that was like my go-to bronzer for years and years. That is the one that I repurchased over and over again. And then as I just started kind of branching out, and then I never repurchased it when I used up my last one. But recently Benefit has been doing this whole like Hula promotion, and they've had like a liquid Hula come out and like a brush, and they've really done a good job at kind of like creating a hype about it, which I think is amazing. So it actually has worked for me. Like, I wanted to try it out again. The value of this is absolutely amazing. You get, like I said, 5 full-size products, and I believe those range for like $30-ish, and this palette here on its own is $75 Canadian. I believe it's $58 American, and it said on the Sephora website that it is a $188 value, which I totally believe because that is just the price of adding these all up individually. And I also think that it is super convenient that it comes in this little palette, so you basically have your bronzer and then some blush options as well. And they really chose the ones that are like their most popular, which of course is super smart. I was also really excited about this because brands normally come out with value sets like this at during the holiday time, like at Christmas time, which is great, but they kind of like forget that, you know, we love makeup all year round, guys. Come on now. So I think that it is amazing that they released this for like their summer collection, and I just in general think that the packaging is super nice, and it does come with a little contour brush. So in the actual palette here, we have this like overlay thing just telling you the names of all the products, but we can remove that here, and I will just talk about each one individually. First, we have Dandelion, which is just such a beautiful, soft baby pink color. I think that this type of shade is so beautiful for the springtime. It just adds a super like brightening, youthful effect to the skin, and it works beautifully on super fair skin. I don't think it would work if you have deep skin, but it is still a beautiful baby pink shade, and I have swatched this in my life probably 50 times at Sephora, so super excited to finally have it. Next is Hula. Like I said, this is the one that I have used before, and it is just an amazing bronzer. It is super matte. There's a lot of bronzers out there that are super warm or they're almost gray because they're so cool toned. This one is right in the middle, so I think that is why it is such a well-loved bronzer by so many people, because it works for so many skin tones. Next over here is Rockateur. Now, this is something that came out from Benefit like a couple of years ago, and it is just a gorgeous rosy goldy mauve blush shade. Now, when I first got this kit, I was like, oh my gosh, why is that so glittery? But it just kind of had like a glittery overlay, like gold glitter flecks were on top of it for some reason. So you can actually just kind of like wipe it away, and then you don't have to deal with that, because I know for me personally, I don't like glitter on my cheeks. So this one here is a beautiful shade. It is super flattering, that type of like mauve undertone, and when this first came out, people were like going crazy for it. So I'm so excited that they included it in this little kit. Next down here, we have Dallas. Now, when you look at the shade Dallas, you probably are like, meh, like that doesn't seem too special. But seriously, putting this on your cheeks, it is so flattering. It is like a nude mauvey shade, and it really does just, you know, a light wash of it is, it's just stunning. I've been really liking that one. And this one also kind of works for me as a contour shade as well. So on days when I'm in a rush, I'll kind of put this just like on like the middle of my cheek area as like a blush and bronzer duo. And I really, really like this one. And by say in days that I'm on a rush, I did that one time and I really liked it. Okay, so next is a blush that they've had for many years. This is called Coralista, and it is just such a beautiful coral shade, of course, and it has a very fine shimmer throughout it that I would say it's more of like a satin blush, but it is again super flattering, and I love this tone of blush, especially for the spring and summer, so I am super excited about that one as well. And then lastly, you have this little brush in here. So I don't know about the blush shades, but I know when you buy Hula, you get this little brush with the box set as well. So it is nice that they included it in there. I already own this from having Hula in the past, but it actually is a great brush for getting in there and contouring. And the way I like to use it is I lay the product down first and then kind of like flick it up and blend it upwards. And I actually really like this brush, and it is the reason I've never purchased that NARS Ita brush, because I do feel like they are just so similar and that I've never needed to purchase it because of that. So it is nice that they included it in there. Overall, I think that this palette is an amazing value, and if you have been even wanting to try out like 2 of these products or 3 of these products, it is 100% worth your money to just get this instead. I would imagine and assume that this is limited edition, so if it is something that you are thinking about, I would recommend jumping on it quickly, because I also could imagine this selling out, since it is just such a great value and these shades are just so perfect, and I just really like it. I think that it is amazing and I'm excited about it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it and if you kind of like these review videos, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It means so much to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.